Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this video we'll be talking about that how much is the total cost involved in order to study in the UK. Then secondly we'll be talking that how much money can you earn. In terms of the total cost, we'll be talking about your IELTS examination charges, your visa application charges, health surcharge, flight cost, and we'll be also talking about your university fees. I'll be revealing my own university fees, and we'll be talking about your living expenses. So that will be your total cost of study. And towards the end, we'll be talking about how much money can you earn, and then we'll be talking about scholarships as well. We'll be touching upon scholarships, and second we'll be talking about the part-time jobs. So there'll be a lot of different sections which we'll be covering in this video. So it will be a full package dose for any of the international students planning to study abroad, especially in the UK. And there will be timestamps in the description for you guys to skip around. Without any further ado, let's straight away get into the video. So first of all, let us talk about the pre-university charges. And remember, first thing on the list, I've got your IELTS examination. So in order to do your IELTS examination, it costs you about £150 for that IELTS examination test. Now specifically, if you're planning to study in the UK, in my case, I didn't require any IELTS examination. So there are few universities which will waive off your IELTS examination depending upon your English score marks in your CBSE board examination. For example, in my case, I came here in the UK in 2018. I'm studying at University of Strathclyde. I'm studying chemistry, and I didn't require any IELTS examination at all. So you can save this money depending upon the university which you're applying to. The number second cost we've got is for your visa application, which will be about £350. The number third on the list is your health surcharge, which is must to be paid, which is £700 every single year. And number fourth, we have got your flight charge. Flight charge costs you about £300 to £500. So when I came in the UK, so basically I came in September intake, so I booked my flight early in the August, and it costed me about 30,000 rupees. So it is £300 which it costed me, and I booked it through GoIBibo website itself. So well, these are the pre-university charges. And one of the things which is always asked, that how should we apply to study in the UK at the first place? And here I would always suggest you to get a consultant for yourself, because it really makes your process very fast in terms of documentation and the other stuffs. And likewise, I would really recommend you a consultant called Leverage Edu. Now Leverage Edu provides you admission in just 30 days across any of the countries. Whether you're applying to Canada, UK, Australia, you can get admission in just 30 days. Especially for the Indian students, the universities are providing the post-study work visa opportunities. Now why I'm recommending Leverage Edu is because Leverage Edu is India's most trusted foreign university admission platform, and it will support you end-to-end process. So basically it will cover your applications, it will cover your scholarships, SOPs, visas, and everything. So it's like a full big massive platform for anyone who is planning to apply for study abroad. And the other benefit which is provided from the Leverage Edu is that you get 30 minutes free consultation. So you can head over to their website, or you can give them a call. All the necessary links will be in the description below. Now moving on, let us talk about what are the other costs which are involved. And the other cost comes to your university fees. Now here I'll let you know about the range. So the lowest range will be about £16,000, and the highest will go to £25,000. So that is like every single year. Now this can be correlated to your master's degree, it can be correlated to your bachelor's degree, that every single year this will be an average range £16,000 to £25,000. So if you're doing medicine, it will cost you really high. It really depends upon the course, but the general category range will be this. Now for my university course, it has costed me about, so when I started, it cost me about £18,500, and then every single year the fees also increases. So I expect that every single year about £500 will increase for your university depending upon the inflation rate. So that is a university fee which you have to be paying. Now the other thing, before diving into the living expenses, let us talk about that. When you're applying your visa, you need to show that amount of university fees. For example, my fees was £18,000. Let us take like 18,500. I've reduced it to 18,000 to make the math bit simpler. And then what you'll be doing is that you'll have got £18,000 plus your living expenses, and that is what you need to be showing as your money in your bank account 28 days old in order to apply for the visa. So with this, now let us talk about your living expenses. The very first one, the major living expenses which students face, is of accommodation itself. Now generally the students, like most of the students, really prefer to go into a student accommodation, and especially when you're going for your very first year, like whether it's your master for 1 year, even if you're going for bachelor's in the very first year, it's always kind of suggested to go for a student accommodation, because you remain close to your university. You can attend their like the events which are going on the university. The gym is closer to the university. Then most importantly, that the universities mainly are located in the city, so the city is a lot much closer. You don't have to pay for your travel cost, you can reduce that, then you can find a part-time job very close. So that's why most of the students really prefer to go to a student accommodation. Likewise, here I would really like to recommend a platform called Amber Students for any of the students, as this is the one of the best kind of platform in order to find accommodation. The review says that it is rated 9 out of 10, and that's a very strong rating for any accommodation platform across in the UK itself. The most important thing is that they provide you with COVID-19 cancellation policy. And during this period, there are few accommodations which will be taking your money and they don't have got this COVID-19 cancellation clause, which is very important, especially during this pandemic time. So they provide you with COVID-19 cancellation policy. Moreover, they provide you with 24/7 free assistance. So there will be one picture being displayed on the screen. So basically, head over to their website. The link will be in the description. Click that link, head over to their website. Any query which you've got, just put in there and they will be contacting you as they provide you with like free consultation 24/7. If you feel like if you want to directly book the accommodation, you can do so. So the general cost for your student accommodation will be about £400 to £600. The highest £600 will be for studio flats. So studio flats are like basically be having one room with kitchen, with your bathroom, everything will be just in one apartment. You can say like 1 BHK in like typical Indian terms. So that will be studio apartments and it will be costing you very high, about 600. I think I used to stay in one student accommodation in Glasgow. It costed me about £800, so it was very expensive. But there are ensuite apartments as well in their student accommodations, basically where you share with 4 to 5 students the living room and the kitchen, but you've got separate rooms, and that will cost you on the lower side, which will be around £400 generally. If you're looking for a room in a house, Spare Room is a website to go. If you're looking for a student accommodation, Amber Student has got the best accommodation and the best prices with best discounts overall. Now secondly, let us talk about the food expenses. Generally, now here I will suggest you that please learn cooking at least few dishes, like not only Maggi, but you also need to know how to make just a masala base. If you know, learn from your mom how to make a masala base. Just put your whatever you want to put, like kidney beans, chole, whatever it is, just put inside it, but just learn to know how to make a masala paste. Now if you're ordering like a bulk groceries, it will generally cost you about £100 to £200. But if you're someone like me who always order from the restaurant, and I personally don't know how to cook, I'm learning it slowly and steadily, so my expenses are a bit higher because I always order from restaurant. And one dish like so basically I ordered matar paneer last night, matar paneer and a naan bread, and it costed me about £6. So it is not too high because I ordered from a takeaway, but if you order from a restaurant, it will cost you about £10 at least for just like a very simple dish like this. So generally, what my suggestion is, learn how to cook from your home itself. It will just cost you about £100 to £200, like if you're ordering bulk groceries. The other thing which I've put is miscellaneous cost. For example, if you want to buy clothes, maybe your SIM card package. SIM card package usually costs about £10. For example, I'm using gift £10 for 10 GB. Yeah, so that's the kind of the rule the pack which I've got in my phone, and there will be a link in the description if you want to buy a SIM card for yourself, so you can get a free delivery to your house for a SIM card. So there will be at the link as well. So I put this miscellaneous cost about £100 as well. In total, in the actual cost will be around £600 to £900 as your living expenses. But for your visa application, I'm aware that you need to show somewhere between the range of £1,000 to £1,100. So it's like slightly higher in the theory, in the show money, which has to be 28 days old. So that is what you have to check with maybe Leverage Edu or the consultant which you're applying to. So well, now here I've covered like what is the total cost of study in the UK. So like I'll do a quick total for you and the value will be coming over here itself. Now let us move on that how much money can you earn when you are in the UK. Now, first of all, before earning, let us see how we can save some money on our tuition fee, which is very high in the amount. Now here I'll suggest you make sure the application which you're doing is always on time so that you can apply for a scholarship. So for the scholarship, like the main thing is that you apply before the deadline. I would say as soon as possible. Like sort your university, sort your course, take the help of consultant, for example Leverage Edu, and straight away apply for the scholarship. It's very important. And if you apply for scholarship, you will be, most of the university provided, I think you'll get at least 15% discount at least. For example, in my case, so my first year fees was £18,500, so I am getting like £2,000 of scholarship like every single year. So I'm doing a 5-year course, so like every single year I'm getting £2,000 off as well. So these scholarships are always available in every university. The important thing is that please apply on the time as soon as possible. So here we can save some money in your tuition fee itself. I hope you get that point. Now secondly, let us talk about that how can you earn. Now in terms of the earning, let us talk about the living wages. I don't want to give you like fake figures. I don't want to say you, well, you can earn £13 every single hour, you can earn £14. I'm just telling you the average range, that how much money can we expect. So here the figures which I've got is that, now let's say if you are aged between 20 years, like mostly students are from 18 years to 24 years, 23 years. So expect to earn this much amount of money. So usually for the part-time jobs, students are employed in the hospitality sector such as hotels, restaurants. Something like you want work as a receptionist. Few of them work in the Amazon, but in Amazon it's a bit hard to get a part-time job because most of the time is full-time roles available. Part-time roles are very limited, number of them are available. But I've made a video. Last student got a part-time job in Amazon and he was paid I think 11 to 12 pounds, so which is very high, and he was doing night shift, so he got like a few extra pennies because due to the fact that he did his job in the night shifts. So I'll put that link for that video maybe towards the end as well if you want to watch. Now let us talk about the general range. Expect to earn somewhere between £7 to £9 every single hour. Now when you're on a student visa, the maximum hours which you can work are 20 hours. Now for 20 hours every single week, per hour, expect to earn somewhere between £7 as the lowest and £9 as the highest. So that's the range which I will kind of suggest you. Now let us take a middle point of £8 over here. Let's say you're earning £8 every single hour. Now every single week you'll be working 20 hours, so that is about £160 every single week, and essentially every single month you'll be like earning £672. I will round it off to £700. Now basically, now you'll be earning £700, right? Now this is for your term time. Now there are holidays. In the holidays you can work unlimited amount of hours. So full-time job is equivalent to 40 hours, but if you want you can work more than that as well. Now the holiday period is generally June, July, August. So these are the 3 months which will be holidays, and also there are few holidays in the month of December as well, which are about I think 10 to 15 holidays which you get, and there you can work full-time. So I've considered this 3 months of like full-time job, let's say about 40 hours, and basically it's like double the hours. So basically you can, where you were earning £700 like during your term time every single month, now you'll be earning £1,400, and multiply by 3 you'll get £4,200 for this like 3-month period in your holidays. So basically you've got this 9 months where you'll be earning like £700 every single month. 9 months, £6,300 in total. This 3 months you've got where you can earn £4,200, and in total you can earn £10,500 itself. So this will be the kind of money which you can expect to earn every single year itself. Now here the important thing which we have got is that what can you pay with this amount of money? Like what does this mean? So as I said, for your living expenses every single year it will cost you about £8,400 in the actual reality. So if it's £8,400, so you can that you can completely at least pay your living expenses itself, but for the tuition fee it might be a little bit hard. Now these are the legal routes which I'm discussing in this video, and I won't really suggest you to do the more than 20 hours in your term time, because that will be against the rules and it can lead to very high penalties such as deportation. So legally you can pay your living expenses and also some amount of your tuition fee as well. Now the best opportunity which I see in order to pay your tuition fee is during your placement years. So that's why I recommend that do not ever miss out on the placements. So currently I'm doing my placement, I'm in my 4th year of my degree. So if you get a placement, expect to earn about £18,000 to £25,000. Now think about this, when you're earning this amount of money, you can at least pay your placement year fee. In few of the universities they charge you maybe £1,000 in your placement year, but for my university it's pretty much high. But for example, my university is like £10,000, okay, to give you an idea. So after that I also get a scholarship. So I'm paying about £8,000 this year, but generally I think few of the universities just charge you about £1,000 or £2,000. So think about, if you're earning this much amount of money, you can pay your 4th year fees when you're doing the placement, and also my next year is my masters which I'm trying to do, and I can also pay my master's fee with my placement itself. So placement and internships really help you out a lot. So I think that is all which I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you find some value out of this. Now if you are looking forward to some of the more techniques in order to earn money, this is a video which I'll be recommending you to watch next, where I've discussed 5 more different sources of income which you can make in your own life when you're a student over here. So do check out that video, and I'll see you in the next video itself.